Testing. Perfect. Right. While we wait, might as well do something. you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube and you would like to join one of our next raid trainings, next week will be for Wing 8, you can always sign up on the Discord. The links should be on my Twitch and on my YouTube. Ooh, what is going on here? Whereas we'll start on the hour, so plenty of time to change some fashion.
Interesting. Okay, 5 pounds. Now we need to clean up the main spill.
Why am I still looking like this? There we go.
Magic plasma cell damaged. Failure imminent.
Oh no, keep it in. You can do it. That's an order.
Cannot maintain.
Testing. Okay. Well. Welcome everybody. Just doing a quick fire elemental before we start. Alright, I'm making my way to the aerodrome, and then we will gather the group. We have Deviant, perfect. Aegon, we have Ghostclaw invited, Rila, Lop, and then the rest is up for grabs. Whoever wants it.
Hey, the gang's all here. But the gate's all the way over there. And the front yard's kind of hostile.
Perhaps a little more respect for the great city of Adashim.
Alright.
I am the key, and you are on my doorstep, outsider.
There's an orb talking to me. Again. The accounts didn't describe this accurately. Why aren't you on the gate?
There was an incident.
Is that incident named Kadim? Zamaros sent
Of
us.
course he did. Zamaros has always acted without thinking.
Could we maybe discuss this inside? Those open rifts are making me nervous.
Gather all the pieces of me Kadim scattered around the courtyard. I must be at the gate to open it.
We'll clear the way and collect your parts as we go.
I am Yun. This is just Larissa is the name of my character. Welcome, welcome. Can you guys hear me on Discord? We'll figure out the rules now. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me?
Hello.
Hey. Hello, can
Hey,
you
can
hear?
hear you.
Yeah? Oh, perfect.
Sorry, if you were talking before, I definitely heard nothing.
Yeah, I was
Likewise.
talking a bit, no problem.
Oh, well.
No worries, no worries. Discord, right?
Yeah, I asked basically if any specific role was still needed for Kadim, or is it pretty much like taken care of in that regard?
No, we have not really assigned roles yet. We just have 2 healers and we have 1 boon DPS for now.
Oh, so the healer roles are already taken care of?
Yeah, but if you want, you can take the healer roles. Fine by me, and I will go DPS or boon DPS. Absolutely fine.
Yeah, I mean, would like essentially at the moment I'm kind of still semi-ish learning the tanking whole thing. So, like, I tend to do that with my Q heal catalyst, basically.
Okay,
Unless you
perfect.
are kind of against that, like I also have a druid that's a heal, but I kind of prefer my catalyst.
No worries, no. That's okay.
Yeah.
So we have Locke and we have Neuro Simp as the healers.
Yeah.
Then do we have a boon DPS? We have a boon DPS that signed up.
There's a few people mentioning it, so I assume it's covered. I can quickness DPS if you need it, but I feel like you have more than 4 people talking about those roles, so...
Let's see, Freela.
I've
Freela
not
signed
offered,
up as
obviously you've covered it.
a boon support. Freela, which boon support do you want to play? Quickness or Alacrity? Either way, okay, then please go Alacrity DPS. And then I will do Quickness DPS. And the rest of us will just be DPS for now. Alright, then I think we can start. Is there any questions so far? Yeah, this is wing 7, yes.
No, because a person type there's no tanking, and that kind of confused me, or maybe the person was talking about something else, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, I know they don't move.
So this week wing 7 is emboldened. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Maybe we need it, maybe we don't need it. Or training usually helpful. So this event that we are doing right now is called Gate. It's just a little pre-event where we have to basically capture the circle here. I'll drop some food once we make it to Sabir. So first to Sabir and then Adina. We're not going to spend too much time on the first 2 bosses today, because I would like to make it to Kadim, since that is still one of the bosses we have not done yet. The previous time we did wing 7, we almost cleared CM for Adina, and then we killed Sabir in the first try. So I'm hoping it goes pretty well today. But as usual, I will just explain the fight before we start and then try to voice over the fight as we go. That's okay. You don't really need experience for this run. We are just here to learn. And then we'll try to explain the mechanics as good as we can. And then we will try to do them. The goal is to learn the specific mechanics, but also specific roles if that's something you would like. So do let me know. Right.
Adishim was
So Glenna will come and she will stand here at the door. Now we will need 2 people to defend Glenna. There will be some mobs that will try to kill her, and the rest of us can just follow me. We are going to kill another Jinn here when it spawns. So only 2 people need to be at Glenna at the door. Doesn't matter who it is.
Okay, walk me through it.
I can say it. I don't mind.
Use your bunny here. And then when the CC bar appears, you can use the bunny attack. There's 3 Jinns in total that we have to kill. 1 is here. And then the other on the other side.
You're just over then, alright?
We'll bait the second one so it comes over. Right, perfect. And then the little pre-event is done.
We're inside Anashim, our once-in-a-lifetime
So it's gonna be a
chance
little
to
bit of
gather
a
another
Yap session right now.
There's
a lot of lore here.
Exotic species for Priory
Basically this wing has 3 bosses. You can see if you stand here, there's 3 doors. One on the left, one in the middle, and one on the right.
I'm getting wildly unstable.
The left and the right ones are Sabir and Adina. We will need to defeat them both in order to progress to Kadim, which is the front door. So for this training we are going to start with Sabir, that's on the left side.
Well, given the crowds of living Jinn in here, I'd say we're your best option.
I'll explain the flight a little bit while we wait. Sabir has basically 3 phases, and those are the 3 platforms she will be standing on. So first we'll have to fight her on one platform, where we get a few mechanics. It's very easy. It's like an introduction almost. After we reach a certain percent, she will move to a second platform. There will be some more mechanics added on top. We fight her there until we reach a certain percent, and then she moves to the final, the 3rd platform, where all of the mechanics will happen at the same time. Now, for this fight, there is... I will start by explaining something that most of the groups actually skip, but on the 3rd platform there is going to be spawning some wisps on the side. You will get to see the wisps soon. They're like those little electrical walking enemies, and they will shoot bolts at us. Bolts will cripple us. So these are the voltaic wisps. The bolts will cripple us and stun us, immobilize us. So usually what people do is they bring some projectile ignore, projectile hate, like feedback or the revenant bubble, to basically block the projectiles from these adds. Another thing that you could do, which is the intended mechanic, is to take one of the little tornadoes that you can see here. Those will also be on the platforms. You can fly up in the air, pull out your glider, and then glide to the little wisps to kill them. So, but for today I'm going to bring the bubble, and I will try to protect us as good as I can. So we can try to ignore. Usually in pack groups we ignore this mechanic. Okay, you can see that once we defeat these wisps, they drop like a little cloud. If you stand in the cloud, you jump to the next platform. This will be used to get from one platform to the second and from the second to the third. On the way we will have a little section like this where there's tornadoes. Now in the real fight, one of the tornadoes will be a red tornado with a red AoE underneath it. And if you touch that one, you are basically going to die. Okay, be careful to not start the fight. Let's go here. If we stand too close to her, she's going to start the fight. I'm going to drop some food after the explanation, but first I'll explain a little bit. We just take a sip of water. Okay, 3 phases.
One question.
Yeah, sure.
During the fight, do we fall off the platform, or you cannot fall?
You can fall. You are not going to immediately die. You can make your way back up, except if you fall lower than one platform below. So if you are looking up, if you turn your camera up, you can see the 2 platforms above us, right? So this is the first platform we're standing on, the second one is right above us, and then the third one will be above that one. Now if you fall off the platform, which is possible, but we are going to try to avoid that. Usually it should not happen. If you go below the platform that is below you, then you will die. But you can use your glider in this instance. You can also use your mount as well. Okay. This fight, please bring some extra CC abilities. It's always useful. Because Cardinal Sabir has 2 types of break bar phases. One is called the free CC phase. So there will be blue break bar and we will just do a lot of break bar damage to her. It's a very big bar to break it over the course of like 10-15 seconds. And all the while she will be trying to push us back off the platform. So just keep running towards her. Use your CC abilities. There will also be 3 rays. You will see it on the ground. There's like red areas. She will shoot like 3 beams. Do not stand in them, of course. And then once we break the CC bar, we will all have red circles and we will need to spread. It's like a normal spread mechanic. For the fight, we are always going to position ourselves just in front of the boss. So Sabir cannot move. We're always going to stand in front of her. Now, during the fight, you are going to get a special action key. So make sure right now you have a keybind for it if you do not already have one. What does the special action key does? It does a lot of heavy CC damage and it is a stun break and a teleport. So how can you use this special action key is to reposition yourself, but most importantly to break the break bar of Sabir. Right, so during the free CC, feel free to use it as we go along. Okay, so that is the free CC. You are free to use CC skills and your special action key and try to break Sabir's bar. Now there is another kind of CC phase, and that's called the coordinated CC. The coordinated CC is exactly what it describes. We are all going to have to use our CC abilities at the same time to break the bar in one go. If we do not do this, the bar regenerates super fast. So let's say if I would use my CC skill and then somebody else would use it afterwards and then somebody else, the bar will just regenerate too fast. So we have to all use, preferably, our special action key at the same time. I will call it out. I will say 3, 2, 1, use it now on Sabir, and then the break bar will break. Now, this special action key is very useful, but there is a way it can get removed from you. In the fight, there will be tornadoes that will go around the platform, but they always go on the same pattern. They go on the tiles that have the markings on them. You can see there's tiles on the floor that have like a pattern on them, right? And here as well. So as long as we are not standing in those, the special action key will not be taken from us. That's why we are going to stand on circle. So you shouldn't get hit by the...
Someone started it.
yeah, that's okay. Let's GG here. Be careful when you use your pets. So again, you can use your mounts in this. It's very nice. So as long as we are standing on circle, we are not touching the tornadoes that are going around the arena, you will not lose your special action key. Now, there is a reason why you would want to use the tornadoes. As you've seen before in the pre-event, if you go into the tornado, you get flung up in the air. And that is useful because at some point, Sabir is going to do a shockwave attack. The shockwave attack will immediately put you in down state. You cannot dodge it. You can only distort it or teleport over it. So what we are going to do is once the shockwave, before the shockwave comes, there will be an indicator ring. And it will go outwards and will make a sound. That's the cue to go into the tornado, fly up in the air. The shockwave will come under you and you will just land again. That is the first attack that Sabir is able to do. The second attack is a detonation of the arena. So once we start the fight in the third phase, Sabir will be able to detonate the arena. So there will be a red circle that will grow outwards from her, right? And once it reaches the full platform, it will detonate the whole platform. How can we survive this? There will be two domes that spawn on the corners across each other. One might be spawning here at heart, and the other one might be spawning here at square. So we are going to run into those domes to prevent us from getting one shot. Then one more thing that happens is the big red tornado. On the third platform, there will also be a huge red tornado going around the platform. So how do we avoid this? Previously on platform 1 and 2, we are always going to stand in the same place on circle, right in front of her. But on platform 3, when the big tornado appears, we cannot do that anymore because the tornado would kill us. So we are just going to chase the tornado. So for example, if the tornado is moving like this and is at this point, then we will move to where heart is. Maybe I should use circle. If the tornado then moves further, we are going to move our position behind her. And then if it moves further, we will move here. So we're always going to chase the tornado behind her. So far, is that clear? If that is clear, I think I explained most of the things. So again, there is 3 phases, 3 platforms. That adds more mechanics each time. There is a free CC break bar and a coordinated CC bar, and we're going to break it using your break bar abilities, your CC abilities, but most importantly, your special action key. The special action key can get removed if you get touched by one of the tornadoes, but you will get it back after some time, so do not worry. And then when the shockwave comes, the ring to indicate the shockwave, we're going to run towards the tornado, get flung into the air so we can jump over the shockwave. And we are going to stand in the corners, in the bubbles, when Sabir is going to detonate the platform. Lastly, we are going to chase behind the dead tornado when it goes around the platform. So far, are there any questions? No? Perfect. Then I'm going to drop some food here. Do you guys still hear me? Because it's really
Yeah.
silent. Okay.
Yeah. It's one of
So-
those, you don't know questions until you try it and then you realise,
Yeah.
something is missing.
So left is healing food, middle is condition, and the right is power. So first we will try it without my bubble. I don't think we will need it. If we will need the bubble, then I will use it. But if I'm gonna use the bubble, we might as well do challenge mode. I'll do a quick ready check, and then we will go. I will call out the phases when they happen, so you can get familiar with them. So for now, we just DPS. So this is the special action key you get. You don't have to use it yet. Does a little bit of damage, but not worth using. Okay, so this is free CC phase. You can use your special action key. Make sure you are staying close to the boss. Once we break the CC bar, you will see you will get a red circle. So keep using your special action key on Adina to make sure that you break. Okay, spread phase. And we go back to arrow. Always make sure you are stacked right on top of me. I see some people are standing on the white lines. That's going to be very bad if you do that in the next platform. Always try to stay on the marker if you can. I will be placing markers just to make it a little bit easier.
Just basically apes together strong.
Yes, that's right. So you can use your glider, make sure you glide. And we're going to move to arrow. Careful to not get hit by the tornadoes, and soon there will be a shockwave coming, so prepare for it. Shockwave. Go into one of the tornadoes. That's okay.
Oh, that was too slow.
That was fun.
That was too. Oh, of course now it flings me up. No.
Okay, this is again free CC phase. So use your special action key on Sabir. You cannot really hurt her. The DPS doesn't do any damage right now because she has so much barrier. So don't worry about doing damage. We spread. And we go back to arrow. There will be another shockwave coming. Go into the tornado.
I can revive everyone. Just don't. No, never mind. For some reason it didn't want to. Wait, who's still downed? Oh,
Okay, and we go to the third platform. Actually, I'm going to close my YouTube stream because my game is lagging extremely hard.
are you streaming this?